What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you that on my previous video I made a mistake and I have to admit that I was wrong. And then I will show you an update regarding their new import filing on the vehicles and I will show you how it can affect the price of Mullen Automotive. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video just a couple of days ago and my main assumption is still the same. This asset is losing its momentum and David Misery is still trying to pull out as much money as he can from the existing shareholders, and that is why he's diluting the existing shareholders and he tries to do anything to make this process as long as possible. And I've showed you that for the last 12 months alone he received more than $44 million in his salary and in stock-based compensation, and this proves that this asset with the total market capitalization of $83.124 million is basically working for the David Misery's favor. And we are, as you can see from the technical standpoint, I've told you that we broke all the major ranges of support right after this spike in its price. And most likely we should retest this bottom and most likely we should break it to the downside. But we have a major deadline that will take place basically in a matter of just several hours. We will see the resolution of the result of their shareholder meeting, and depending on these results, a lot of people think that we might have some changes in its price action. But guys, nothing will change. On the one hand, if the proposal number 3 or 4 related to the reverse stock split will be granted, in this case, this company remains on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange and everything will be the same. David Misery will continue to dilute existing shareholders and he will continue to sell his stake, and all of the toxic lenders will do the same. Otherwise, if this proposal will not be granted, in this case, this company will be delisted from Nasdaq and it will be on OTC. In this case, everything will continue on that stock exchange, but without a major number of investors that will not be able to trade on OTC markets. And definitely we will see another sell-off from institutional investors, and this will push the price of this asset even lower. So, and let's continue with the news. Let me show you my latest video, and one of my viewers, Viniv, wrote me several comments and I answered on the majority of them in the comment section, but he pointed on my statement that I said Mullen Automotive overpaid for the ELMS assets, and especially for the Mishawaka plant. And I've told you that previously ELMS also overpaid for this asset. And let me show you what my assumption are based on. Right here you can see on fuzzypandaresearch.com the article that shows that ELMS also was a scammy company, and right here you can find that Cirrus bought the plant, Mishawaka plant, for $110 million, invested around $15 million, and then it sold this plant to ELMS for $197.6 million. So definitely ELMS overpaid for this in favor of the CEO of this company, because he had the same intentions to just earn as much money as he can. And the fair price for this plant is $110 million plus $15 million. And we know that Mullen Automotive bought 2 companies. One of them was the Bollinger Motors, where they acquired 61% of their stocks, and they paid for this $148.2 million. And the second one was ELMS, and it was acquired last autumn. And for ELMS, Mullen Automotive paid $105 million. And in my previous statement, in my previous video right here, I said I basically mixed up these two companies. And if you take a look right here, let's say $150 million, it is higher than the price of this asset. 110 plus 15 means $125 million. But Mullen Automotive pays only $105 million. This means it is a very good price for this asset. That's why I admit that I was wrong, and thank you. Shout out to Vinif because he pointed out to me that I was wrong, and I always admit that I'm wrong if it is the real case. So let me show you another news. I showed you recently the Import Genius website where Mullen Automotive imported 112 cartons of lithium-ion batteries. And right here we can find another company related to Mullen Automotive. It is Mullen Technologies. And we have these filings that were made at the very end of July. And as you can see, they imported another cargo minivans, several pieces, and another frames or parts from another another supplier. Another supplier. And right here you can find the gross weight of these packages, 8.5 tons. This means if you divide 8.5 by the weight of one van, it means they imported less than 6 vehicles. Let's say they imported 4 or 5 new vans. And this number of vans cannot change anything for Mullen. Next one. Second package was 44.6 tons, and right here you can see 54 packages, and you cannot say that they imported 54 vans or 54 trucks. You have to know what was in these packages. And right here you can see Nanjing Automobile Import and Export. And I've told you multiple times that this company, Mullen Automotive, cannot produce anything. They just import the pre-assembled vehicles. And here's this company, Nanjing Automobile Import Export. And here is the vehicle that might be inside these boxes. It is a Class 3 truck. And let me show you that the carb weight of this vehicle is 2.8 tons. And right here you can see that it is a 4 van, but it's not so important, because if you divide 44.6 tons by 2.8, it means they delivered less than 16 vehicles. Let's assume they delivered just 15 of them. And guys, on the one hand, yes, it is a very good news that they are importing some vehicles. On the other hand, they stated that they are producing these vehicles, but it is not. It is not the case. They just imported pre-assembled vehicle. Second one, why do they need additional Class 1 vans if they already have more than 250 vans stored on their parking lots? It doesn't make sense from the business standpoint. On top of that, 15 Class 3 trucks. They also have from 25 to 30 trucks, and this means it also doesn't make sense when they import more vehicles without selling the previous ones. It is just basically nonsense, and that is why fundamentally nothing has changed, and that is why, in my opinion, this asset will continue to go down. And in general, if you take a closer look on the bigger picture of this asset, as you can see, it lost a lot of its value, and it lost more than 99% of its value this year alone. And if you want to be a part of this so-called journey, so be it. But I highly suggest you not to enter any position if you don't know how to properly do your risk management. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag.